Hello everyone, and welcome to my original Xbox collection. The Xbox was released November 15th, 2001, and it sold 24 million units. And actually it's technically 24 plus, so somewhere around 24 million units. And it was actually discontinued in March of 2009, which was well after the Xbox 360 came out. So that's pretty cool that it lasted quite that long. But we'll move on to the games. This is another fairly small collection. I don't have too many games here, but there are a few. Alright, first up we have 4x4 Evo 2, which was released November 15th, 2001, which actually makes this a launch title for the Xbox. You know, I played a game quite similar to this a really long time ago on like the PS2 or something, or the GameCube. I rented it and I played it on there, and I just remember there being a bunch of actually like licensed like cars, like Jeeps and Nissans, like actual like car companies, cars, and you just drive around. And I remember off-roading. I specifically remember two cars, and for years I looked up like what this game was and I couldn't figure out, and the closest thing I could come to was this game. Unless it was the first one, I don't quite know, but this is basically a off-roading racing game with like actual licensed vehicles and stuff. Like you see the Jeep Wrangler there. There's all these licensed photorealistic top-of-the-line trucks from Dodge, Jeep, Nissan, blah 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 blah. So I don't think it was this game. I mean, it may very well have been, because this game was released in 2001, and I feel like I would have played that somewhere in the vein of around middle school, which would be right about here, so right about when this game was released. So pretty cool. It's just a racing game, basic racing game, so not all that much to say about it. I haven't played it too much since I got it. I basically got this game when I got my original Xbox. Interesting game, definitely. Anyway, we move on to the next game. We have Dead or Alive 3, which was also a launch title for the Xbox, so it was released also on November 15th, 2001. Basically, a fighting game. It's a really popular fighting game series from this generation, because I believe it became an Xbox exclusive after this game, basically. 2 and 1 were on the PS1, I believe, or PS2. Yeah, PS2. But yeah, I haven't really played this too much, but it's Dead or Alive, and I remember hearing good things about this. So, yeah, I got it. It was really cheap. I think I only paid like a couple dollars for this, to be honest. And then next up we have Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball, which was released January 22nd, 2003. I want you to take one wild guess of why I got this game. It's because it's volleyball, right? Then we go on to Fusion Frenzy, which was also a launch title for the Xbox, so released on November 15th, 2001. This is kind of a party game. It says right there, it's a party game, so mini-game kind of game. I believe my girlfriend actually sent me this. I've seen it quite a few times, and it was apparently a pretty popular game, apparently pretty fun, but I haven't really played it too much. But my girlfriend really enjoyed this game. So maybe when she finally moves out here, I will play it. Or maybe I'll just sit down and play it with my friends. I don't know yet. Then we go on to, you know, the classic Xbox series, or one of them at least for the original Xbox. We got Halo. Here we have the original Halo Combat Evolved, which was a launch title for the Xbox. So it was obviously released on November 15th, 2001. Looking at this again, I think this might be a re-release of that game, which was released in 2003, because it has all these Game of the Years for 2002 and then on the back here it says 2003. But the original release date is 2001, and I'm pretty sure this game's exactly the same. I have actually played this game fairly extensively. Not this copy specifically, but I borrowed my friend's Xbox back in high school. We traded consoles. He borrowed my PS2, and I borrowed his Xbox, and I played this. Got pretty far. I don't think I ever beat it. And then this copy, if I remember right, I actually got with my Xbox 360, which is really random, but it came with a copy of Halo for free, so why not? I do need to sit down and beat all the Halos, because I've only beaten one of them, technically. But this game's actually really good. The original Halo was fantastic. It really was. And then, obviously, we go on to the sequel. This is the limited collector's edition. I'll tell a funny story about how I got this here in a second. This game was released November 9th, 2004, so almost 3 years after the first Halo. Now, I got this steelbook here, which I don't even know if it had like a slip or something with it. I honestly don't know. I got this from my dad for Christmas one year. I basically asked for it just because I couldn't think of anything for him to get me. And I'm just like, okay, Halo 2, I want an Xbox game. And I ended up getting this instead of just the basic game. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if it has any value or anything, but still, it's really cool. I have played Halo 2. I believe I've played it almost as extensively as the first game. I think I got stuck in the first game and just kind of gave up on beating it. And I was borrowing this game from my friend as well. And I played it and also got stuck. So unfortunately, I haven't beaten this one either. But I need to, because it's Halo. And yeah, this steelbook's pretty cool, actually. It's got Master Chief on the back there. But really cool. I like it a lot. Good game, Halo. Then we go on to Ninja Gaiden, which was released March 4th, 2004. Now, this game I believe I got for free with my Xbox when I got it. I believe it's like, yeah, it's a buy two get one free for a game if you buy a console or something like that. Yeah, or something like that. Or I just got it for free for something. I can't quite remember, but I know I got this game for free. It's obviously a reboot of the classic NES series, but with much more enhanced graphics. I have not really played this, but I definitely need to, because with my friends, this game, I don't know if it's this game specifically or if it's one of the later ones, the character is the Stuff of Legend because he swims through lava at one point, which is insane. But, you know, really cool game to have. I will definitely play it again. I need to get the other ones, for sure. Then we go on to, and the only Platinum Hits copy I have here, this is Rallysport Challenge, which was released exactly 2 years before Ninja Gaiden on March 4th, 2002. Apparently this is actually a really, really good game, or a really popular game back in the day. It's obviously another racing game. It doesn't look all that great, and I don't really intend to play it that much. I basically got this game for free before I ever had an Xbox. So I was originally going to try to get rid of it, but then I just said, screw it, I'll keep it. I got this for free at a GameStop. When I was going in to buy or pre-order something, they just had it sitting on the counter, and I asked them what it was, and they told me somebody had just tried to sell it and that they didn't take Xbox games anymore. This was recently, like a few years ago. So they asked me if I wanted it, and I took it. I'm like, okay, cool, free game. So I took it. You know, not much else to say about it. Apparently it's a pretty reasonably good game. I don't know. Then we go on to Secret Weapons Over Normandy, which was released November 18th, 2003. Now this game I got up in Seattle in a little pack thing. It's apparently from the creators of TIE Fighter and the X-Wing series, so some Star Wars stuff. It's basically an old World War II plane fighting game, or battle game, basically. Haven't played too much of it, but, you know, I don't have a lot of flying games, so it's pretty cool to have, definitely. Then we go on to something you've seen before, just a few videos ago, but, you know, I gotta talk about it here too. This is Soul Calibur 2. which, believe it or not, I have looked it up, and it looks like every version was actually released on the same day. So this copy, as with the PS2 and GameCube versions, was released August 27th, 2003. Now, with the releases on different consoles, there was one exclusive character to each game. And as I said in the PS2 collection, Heihachi from Tekken was in that. This one, the Xbox version, probably has the most creative, in my opinion, guest character. Spawn, as in the comic book character, Spawn. Spawn. It's pretty weird. I actually bought this game on eBay because it was the only version of Soul Calibur 2 I was missing, and I wanted it, so I just up and bought it. It wasn't that expensive. Haven't really played it on Xbox at all, really, but I plan on it because Spawn. Why not? In fact, the next time I play this game with my friends, we'll probably play it on Xbox now, just because Spawn. Really great game. Soul Calibur 2 is probably my favorite Soul Calibur. But there is one more version of Soul Calibur 2, and my overall experience with it I will talk about in that video because that's the version I had the most experience in. And finally, we have the original Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, which was released November 12th, 2002. I actually have this game on PC as well. I haven't really played it on here. I know it's an all-time classic stealth game, probably not as classic as Metal Gear Solid, but I do need to play these, or I do need to play this, definitely. I basically got this game for free as well. I don't remember where I got it though. Can't remember. It's probably in one of my collection updates somewhere, because I know I got it fairly recently. But really cool, really cool. But that is it for my Xbox collection. The next video will be my GameCube collection. See you then.